Discover a new horizon. Horizon TC3, the first American sport coupe with front-wheel drive. One of the most aerodynamic shapes of any American car, and the best mileage of any sport coupe made in America. Discover TC3, the horizon that takes you beyond.
One of these women is about to ruin a perfect meal. The chicken's perfect. The broccoli is perfect. But look, on the left, she's used long cooking rice, and this time it's turned out sticky, and that's going to ruin the whole meal. Meanwhile, minute rice has turned out perfect, as always. It can't overcook or undercook, so it's foolproof. And that helps make a perfect meal. Minute rice, because the meal can't be perfect if the rice isn't perfect.
This wine always takes me back. It was that vacation at my grandparents'. We fished the days away. And at evening, we'd come back to Lake Country wine. A light, fruity, honest wine.
Lake Country wine. Remember up at the lake?
At your grandfather's. Lake Country wine from Taylor. Wine that tastes as fresh as its name.
When your big day is near, New York Life got a reason to cheer. New York Life need money for school. New York Life makes retirement cool. New York Life, New York Life, for all of your life. New York Life can show you the way. New York Life protects tomorrow today. For all of your life. New York Life.
Wednesday on 8 is Enough, Tommy tries to help a girl out of trouble and gets himself into hot water.
Dad, Laura's pregnant. What? We have to get married. Do you realize what this means? Fatherhood at 16?
But maybe Dad's got the wrong idea. 8 is Enough.
Wednesday. You and DuPont.
What does a chemical company have to do with us?
That's your drinking water over there.
It is?
But before you drink it, DuPont helps purify it with a chemical.
What chemical?
A chemical called ferric chloride, made by DuPont.
Oh, is the chemical still in it?
No.
Then where did it go?
Here's how it works. When water has polluting particles like these, ferric chloride is added. It gathers these pollutants together and most of them settle to the bottom. Then they are easily removed from the water.
So the water we drink is free from both ferric chloride and these pollutants?
That's right. Several cities are now using DuPont's ferric chloride for treatment of their drinking water.
So that ferric chloride's a pretty useful chemical.
We think so.
Well, I'd drink to that.
Me too.
You and DuPont. There's a lot of good chemistry between us.
Madge, I just got engaged.
Who'd asked for this hand?
Oh, it's dishwashing. What'll I try?
Everything. And use Palmolive dishwashing liquid. Softens your hands while you do the dishes. You're soaking in it.
In dishwashing liquid?
Well, it's Palmolive.
Mild?
More than mild. Makes heaps of suds that last. And no kidding. Palmolive softens hands while you do the dishes.
Madge, Palmolive's great. I'm your fan.
Well, thanks, but I've already got a fan.
A smile on your face is there because you know that your mouth tastes great. And you know that your breath is fresh because the clean in your mouth is Colgate.
Colgate's Zingy Taste is rated #1 among fluorides by parents. And Colgate has MFP fluoride. It's unbeaten for fighting cavities. Fresh mouth and fluoride. That's Colgate.
There's a twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face. And the clean in your mouth is Colgate.
Roots, the next generations, will continue in a moment. After Roots, Harry has to salvage his crew when Mel and Skip are trapped by an earthquake.
In a small village on the coast of Maine, lobsters are unloaded, weighed, and purchased from a New England fisherman. They are carefully packed into wooden barrels with seaweed and ice, Then rush to the specially designed lobster tanks at the Savoy Grill in Kansas City. On your order, the lobsters are expertly prepared and served in the Savoy tradition. Enjoy a fresh, delicious lobster at the Savoy Grill, 9th and Central. The Savoy, a new, different, and exciting restaurant over 60 years old.
Bet you didn't know, bet you didn't know. Bet you didn't know.
My new Ford LTD has a V8 engine, standard, while the Chevy Impala has a standard 6. I've got a bigger engine for pulling my trailer.
Bet you didn't know.
The new LTD is smaller on the outside, but bigger on the inside than last year.
The most completely new Ford LTD in 14 years, but priced like a Ford.
Now you know.
So look into Ford Country today.
Hi, Kansas City. It's United Airlines. We just wanted to remind you about our 153 weekly nonstops. That's 3 new ones to LaGuardia and the most to the East Coast. We've got a terrific schedule to the West Coast, too. With the most nonstops, 3 to Los Angeles. We'll even fly you to Hawaii. United's got this whole country covered with more service than anyone. So come try a little friendship from the largest airline in the free world.
By the friendliest skies.
Trace your routes tonight at 10.
Everybody take your partner.
I don't have a lot of money. But don't become a teacher to make your fortune.
Change.
I just love watching kids learn, and I love seeing the world through their shiny new eyes. Once a year, I take them to the zoo because it's educational, and then to McDonald's afterwards because it's my money. And you know, there's no place my kids would rather go. What's it worth? What's a smile worth to you?
Your services are no longer required. I see no future for you.
Over 6 million shavers have said goodbye to their old razors and said hello to Atra, Gillette's best shave. Micro-smooth trim blades and Atra face-hugging action combine to outshave every razor we've ever made.
Good shave. Sorry, sir.
Atra, Gillette's best shave.
Atra, you're supernatural. So you need the... Oh, nice. That's nice. Reuniti on ice.
That's nice.
Reuniti on ice?
That's nice.
There's nothing quite as refreshing as a chilled bottle of Reuniti wine. Red, white, or rosé.
Reuniti on ice?
That's nice.
Reuniti wine. Like love, it's pure and natural.
Let me tell you about a car. An honest-to-goodness, terrific car. This Chrysler Newport. I think it's one of the best values on the market. Compared to Chevy Caprice, for instance, Newport is longer, wider, has a larger trunk, yet Newport's 6-cylinder gas mileage is better. And when you get right down to it, Chrysler Newport is sticker-priced $43 less than Chevy Caprice this year, comparably equipped. Chrysler Newport. Now that's value.
Tonight, after Roots, Harry takes on the Army to recover a fortune 300 feet underground.
Nobody goes down there. Either give us a hand or stay out of the way.
But an earthquake turns the treasure chest into a tomb for Mel and Skip.
You hurry up, we're gonna die out here!
On Salvage 1. Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Roots, the Next Generation.
If there's one thing a woman doesn't need, it's that all hemmed-in feeling you get from wearing panties under pantyhose. 2 layers are bulky, 2 waistbands are binding. But now, there's new Easy to Be Me. Panties and hose in one. It gives you nothing but comfort. Look, it's all here. Easy to Be Me has a real panty of soft, air-knit fabric, plus a real cotton panel for extra special comfort that looks good, too. New Easy to Be Me. No nonsense makes them from $1.69. Also in light support.
This cold is killing me.
Are you in luck? Here's the latest all-purpose cold medicine.
I feel better about contact.
Look, helps dripping, sneezing, like contact.
I feel better about contact.
Postnasal drip, even flu's congestion, just like contact.
I feel better about contact.
Plus things for aches and cough.
I don't care to take, and contact chose not to use.
I'll level with you. We're out of contact.
That should tell you something.
All day and all night relief. Give your cold to contact.
Tomorrow night,
Get your filthy black hands off of him! He's a doctor. Get the hell out of here!
old hatreds threaten again. And the Palmer's girl, Bertha, goes off to college, where she meets a boy named Simon Haley.
I won't let you go.
But there was trouble at home.
Lead this fool not into temptation, Lord.
And a war overseas.
You was in this man's army.
I've been reading Papa's newspaper about terrible things happening to the colored in the army.
Sergeant, let's get these damn coons on the track.
Move out! Let's do that! Move it, Haley!
Throughout the week, the family does go forward through peace and war and troubled times,
He's Alexander Murray Palmer Haley.
bringing their dream of freedom to today.
Haley. Alex Haley, I'm a writer.
We call your race niggers.
I'll bone you, Kunta Kinte!
Roots continues.
Now it can be told. The ordeal of Patty Hearst. Watch Sunday, March 4th. Tomorrow, the mob tries to rub out the Fonz on Happy Days. And Laverne and Shirley have their hearts set afire by a dashing fireman. Tomorrow, starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain. Now stay tuned for Salvage 1, next, here on ABC.
Budweiser. Now from Chicago, Max Robinson.
Good evening. Many cities were slowed down by today's blizzard in the Northeast. In Baltimore, a curfew's in effect tonight after 40 people were arrested for looting. Washington was paralyzed by 2 feet of snow. Some New York shoppers didn't let the weather stop them from Washington birthday sales. But in Miami, where the weather was fine, thousands of travelers were stranded when their flights back north were canceled. The Chinese have reportedly stopped their invasion of Vietnam after advancing 6 miles inside their 480-mile border. Dallas millionaire H. Ross Perot says he paid Iranian revolutionaries to storm a Tehran prison the day the government fell. Thousands of inmates were freed, including 2 of Perot's employees. Yasser Arafat's Palestinian Liberation Organization has a new embassy in Iran, and it's the same property the Israelis used to call home. The cutoff of Iranian oil to the rest of the world has prompted other OPEC members to set up a meeting next month in Geneva. They'll consider a possible price increase. Pirates in the Indian Ocean have overrun and looted an American-owned research ship, kidnapping its doctor. The ship is now en route to the U.S. Naval Base at Diego Garcia. In Guyana, People's Temple member Larry Layton today pleaded not guilty to the murders of 5 Americans who were investigating the cult, including Congressman Leo Ryan. And 13 anti-war demonstrators outside an exhibit of sophisticated weapons were arrested today in suburban Chicago. Now this.
One cold bud coming up. But there's no better way to say welcome home and have a good evening.
What's a Mardi Gras without a parade? People in New Orleans are beginning to find out. Another parade was canceled today as pressure increased on the city to settle its dispute with striking policemen. And President Carter returned to Washington tonight with a bump on his forehead. It seems he took a fall while trying out a new path at Camp David on cross-country skis. I'll see you tomorrow on World News Tonight. Meanwhile, more news later on the
Crew when Mel and Skip are trapped by an earthquake.
Brighten up your nighttime with Mary Tyler Moore and Bob Newhart tonight, starting after Total News.
Take me. And I'm good. I'm exceptionally good. But I don't go around showing.
That's very true, Jack.
No, 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 no!
thought he was.
Mary Tyler Moore, followed by Bob Newhart tonight, starting at 10:30 on Channel 9. KMBC TV, Channel 9, Kansas City, Missouri.